You know, like that. Warrior. What's good, guys? Your boy Guitar is back again for another Wrestlemania prediction show. I wonder how many prediction shows we've done over the years. Maybe I have to go back and look. I don't really care. I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's well blessed. We're ramping up closer to the WrestleMania weekend. We're already in WrestleMania week. Is everyone getting a little bit more excited? Is everyone feeling the WrestleMania vibes a little bit more? I don't know, but I'm here, and I would like to know. Let me know in the comment section how you feeling. Is it getting a bit better now? It's edging closer, or do you not know because we've had Raw and stuff already? Now we're waiting for SmackDown. SmackDown is gonna have to be the show to just, you know what I mean, just elevate it a little bit. Cause I don't think you can pull out all the stops. SmackDown, bring out The Rock, bring out Travis Scott, bring out Jimmy Superfly Snooker. If you know, you know. In fact, I shouldn't even talk about him because you can't even talk. Big up ends. Yeah, man. Hey, gasolina, you know, like that. It could be cold still. It could be cold still. I'm here, man. Obviously, we know. We have to say it every day. First of all, let's find out how everyone else is doing in the chat. And anyone who comes in later, let me know in the comment section. Are you healthy? Hydrated? Fitness levels? Blood levels? Sugar levels? Testosterone levels? If you're a woman, estrogen levels? I'm just saying, is everybody, because you already know what I'm going to say. If you're sitting here, tummy's all falling over your penis, pause, can't see your toes, high blood pressure and that, every time you breathe in, just heartburn, you need to get out of the house. Go get the headphones, grab yourself a bottle of water, go for a walk, slap the headphones in, let Savage cook up for 45 minutes, get your steps in. I'm thinking if you do 45 minutes and you're a slow walker, and I'm guessing you could at least get my expert opinion, think on a slow walk, about 6,000 steps. Now listen, 6,000 steps for someone who ain't been doing anything. It's top notch, innit? And don't get offended. If you get offended, I'm talking about you. You know, like that. And take that, harness the offense, take it personally, go do something about it. And then, you know, like that. I'm just trying to help. I can't be having the demon team has got to represent a bit more than just we like wrestling. You got to be a bit more than that. Yeah, I got a responsibility, blood. So I'm here for it still. Ed said his missus cooking up some good food. Big up Ed, his missus and that. You got me. Obviously, Snow Queens and that. Snow Queens forever. That's supposed to be an S for Snow Queens, but it's backwards card screen, so I did that way, blood. You get me? If you see he ends with a Superman top on, that ain't an S on his chest. That's the Snow Queen signal. Old tight Hakeem, I hope you're well. Obviously, we're going to get into predictions very soon and that, but the predictions won't take very long, so I might as well chop it up with you lot. Pablo's going to lose his mind again in a minute. Pablo, before we start the stream, Pablo, before we start the stream, Marvel bed, because I'm not doing this back and forth thing, but Marvel bed. Go on. Thank you. I think what we'll work on, we'll get you some, because you're not comfortable on the chair, and we'll get you little things you can sit next to me, and then, yeah, elevations and that. Big up Scooby. But yeah, man, I think we got that out of the way. Everyone seems to be well. If you know what I mean? If you ain't, then I've asked. Don't be talking about I ain't asked anything. Before we get into it, few things. Triple H had a few more choice words. I swear to God, this man has spoke more on this world tour of podcasts he's been doing than he spoke all year. Because all he said for the last 2 years is, "Are you ready?" And brother, I think he's really offended by the wrestling fans, which it's a weird thing for me because I come from being on the side of Triple H with the spoilers and all that stuff. I implore you, I know for the last 2 days I've told you to watch about 15 Triple H podcasts. Forget everything I said. Go and watch the one what's actually on the WWE YouTube channel, which is the one with him and Rosenberg. I couldn't believe... I actually, like, this man's ego, like, big up Triple H and that, but he's taking everything too personally. Like, it's a company, it's a business. You employ people, they employ you. So even though you've got the name head of creative and stuff and creative, you know what I mean? what was it, content creating officer or whatever stupid thing you got. We understand, bro, but you have to take it so personally. Just if you think something's great, keep it. If you don't, but the words he's been spewing the last couple of weeks and that, and then what I've heard him say in this particular podcast, I rate the stuff he said about the dirt sheets. He said he hates them. He said he wishes like they didn't exist. Is like basically like insiders keep dropping stuff and think they know everything what they're talking about. And he spoke about the Drew McIntyre thing about Elimination Chamber. I said the same thing. He said, "Oh, everyone told he's seen that he was going around that Drew McIntyre was going to win the chamber." And he said a few journalists started talking about it. Journalists, I saw you all on Twitter spewing the bullshit, and yeah, it didn't happen. And he said it was never going to happen. He also said that they've tightened up stuff a little bit more so stuff don't get out. Such he said a lot of the times people can just guess things and then they're right because the thing's not that drastic. But a lot of the times he's looking at stuff saying that's not going to happen or that's not happening. And yeah, I understand that part. I don't agree with them kind of things as well. He also spoke about, this was the one that got me. He spoke about the older wrestlers, his peers. Well, big up Anna. His peers, his friends, his homies. He spoke about those people. He said they're kind of annoying him as well, and he said he finds it kind of rich from those superstars to be moaning about kayfabe and keeping things kayfabe and stuff like that when they're all on podcasts giving up all of the information and all of the magic of the business. I had to laugh at that because if you're new to the channel, you won't know. If you're not, everyone knows. You see it in the bottom of the screen at all times. I don't like rumors. I don't want no rumors and I don't want no spoilers on it. Now, even though I say it all the time, some people can't seem to help but always have to tell me. Honestly, I don't know how hard it is not to tell me. Like, there must be some, I don't know, there must be some screw loose in everyone's mind where they just, oh, have to type and let him know. It's like, I start taking that personally because I'm like, yo, do you not just hate me, bro? You just not want me to have a good time? If I don't know, or if I haven't let people know, and you're new to the channel or something, that's happened a few times. I'm like, okay, just to let you know, we don't do rumors, blah blah blah. There's plenty of YouTube channels where you can watch my channel and then go on their channel for the rumors and information, which is usually wrong. But over here, I just don't like to do that because I like to enjoy it, as what Triple H said. I don't know. I just like to enjoy stuff. I don't want spoilers about movies either. Like the most spoilers you can give me is a trailer. So just a minute ago, I recorded a reaction to the Fantastic Four trailer. Apart from that, I'm not going to look at anything else. Obviously, I've read the comics already, but I'm not going to look for it because it spoils it for me. So everyone else you see jumping around, I've realized this as well because they've put me in with all of the other reactors and the other wrestling content creators. And even when WWE used my video with me and Brown Chang on Monday Night Raw after Royal Rumble, which was cold. It was nice for my son to see it and all that stuff. But I got put in with all those people. And I'm like, all of those people listen to all the rumors and listen to the stuff. So man could never be calling my reactions fake because it's actually a reaction. Whereas these, like, I've already read the rumors and stuff like that. They've already shown, oh, The Rock's coming back because we've read that The Rock's doing this, and CM Punk's coming back because we saw that he's in Chicago and he's definitely coming back. And then they jump off their chair and pretend like they didn't know. I actually don't know. Trust me, if I find out a rumor and it sounds like it's concrete or something like that, and then the person comes, brother, you'll just see my face on it. I won't enjoy it. So that's just what I'm on. He also said the people, he could be talking about people like us, but to be honest, I kind of do the creative fantasy booking stuff. I'm not really talking about what's definitely going to happen. But he's saying, oh, everyone talks about what's going to happen and why can't they just sit back and enjoy it? And he was on about the people in the journalists again and the people in the press conferences, like, just enjoy the wrestling, because he said if you start sitting there as a critic with your notebook and stuff like that, you're gonna start looking for things and have a problem. Yes, there's a part to that. For example, we do it with football as well. If I start watching football looking for certain things, which I try not to, then you'll see it, you'll find it. But he was on about going to the movies and that same kind of thing, like using the same analogy. I think he didn't speak about anyone specifically, but I think there is a mix between those kind of people, because there's the people who, which is us fans, you get excited, you fantasy book, oh, I wonder if this is going to happen. Then there's ones where we're just having conversations, we're like, that's definitely going to happen. It's very obvious that's going to happen. So he's talking about the saying they know what's going to happen and they don't know. Okay, but I've predicted this whole build-up. This whole build up has been predicted very easily because you've got a recipe. So I think he was wrong in that as well. And then he kind of said like for the dirt sheets and stuff like that. And the only thing I don't get about his conversation with the dirt sheets and the journalists and stuff is you're the one who invites everyone to the press conferences. Like they don't just get in there on their own. You're sitting there and then you go, any questions, please. And then when they're bigging you up and bigging up the company, and you get to tell them that you've got the highest rated gate in wrestling history and all that stuff, and we've sold out here, you're very happy for these people to talk. What do you expect them to do when there's no press conference? Just say loads of nice things about the company. Just say loads of nice things about the product. Like the reason why I don't understand why he's on such a tirade and taking it so personal is because yes, it's his craft, but he's not in the ring anymore. So let the wrestlers take it more personal, innit? Yes, you're booking the show, but you're not doing it on your own. You said you're not. You've got a whole team to do it with. And also, I've seen this all across. Like content creators have got the same thing, brother. You do it as well. You do it as like Triple H does it as well. Of course he does. Every one of us do it in every walk of life. If I watch a movie, he's like, so you just want me to like, okay, don't check the cast of who's in the movie. Don't look at any trailers. Don't look at any posters. Just turn up at the cinemas and enjoy the film. And if I see anything in the film that looks a bit off, or see some acting where it looks like they're staring at the camera, don't say shit. Just enjoy it. What the fuck? The fuck are you talking about? I agree with what he said about like some of his colleagues and stuff revealing stuff and then talking about kayfabe. I agree, with the exception of the Undertaker. And the only reason why the exception of the Undertaker is because this motherfucker kept kayfabe for 30 years, bro. Like for 30 years, bro. In real life, in wrestling life, at this point, let the man go make his money on the One Dead Man show in his podcast, and that people don't have to watch it, of course. But what's he talking about? Like, I'm being deadly serious, man. You don't understand. Like, as a wrestler, as the character Triple H, I love this dude, man. He's cold, bro. But I'm not having this shit, bro. You don't get to just say what you want about the fans because you don't like it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and everything shut the fuck up and stop complaining and stop bitching and just watching. Just watching what? I would just, you know what? Fuck this, man. I would just sit there and just watch the product and shut my fucking mouth if you gave us good Raws and SmackDowns. If you gave us a good Raw and SmackDown every week, I would shut the fuck up about the pay-per-view and just enjoy it. But no, you don't. So we have to analyze it and break it down. Otherwise, we've got nothing to talk about, Triple H. We have nothing to talk about. It sucks, bro. It sucks. What do you want to just come in and say? Oh, look, the 450 that my man did and the suicide dive, the 17th suicide dive, and the 13th super kick, and the 25th frog splash, and the third table spot, and then the 19th moonsault, and then oh yeah, you're fucking shit 20 brawls every fucking episode of Raw. You want us to do that every time? Is that what you want? Oh, and then them stupid backstage segments where, oh, I'm talking to Jackie Redmond. I can't see Damon Priest standing right next to me. He just walked into the shot. Brother, do better with the product and the fans will do better in it. But until that happens, shut the fuck up yourself, bro. I said what I said. I don't care. And yes, I know I got a QR code in the corner of the screen, and then man are gonna try and send me, oh Savage, you need to calm down talking about that because we send you a QR code and www.euroshop.com. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Man, you can't buy my silence. You can't pay me money to shut the fuck up. I'm going to say what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything rude to anyone. I ain't personal. We're talking about business. You're talking about the journalist business. Are you not? You're talking about the dirt sheets business. Are you not? So we're talking about your business. And before you run your mouth, bro, without the fans, ain't nobody watching WWE. What were you and Vince going to watch it? At Christmas dinner, at Thanksgiving? You, Vince, Stephanie, and fucking Shane. And Linda, you're going to sit down and watch it on your own and wank off to your own product. No, exactly not. So we can say what we want. That's how it works. That's what people do with sports teams as well. Everyone says what they want. You don't get to be special because you don't like it. Because when everyone's blowing smoke, oh my God, he's cooking. He's in the kitchen. Triple H is back. R.I.P. to Vince. I'm glad the Vince era's over. The Paul Levesque era. Remember when he came down in that big fucking Rubik's Cube last WrestleMania? Motherfucker started the show with a huge Rubik's Cube around him. It elevated away this Hall of Fame. Does anyone know anyone else who's gone into the Hall of Fame apart from him and Michelle McCool? You know why you don't know? Because everything's been about Triple H, bro. So don't give us that. This big narcissist fest you've got going on, allow it. Allow it. All right, just allow it, bro. We get it. You're the cerebral assassin, I'm the gamer, the evolutioner. And we understand the DX and socket and pause and all that. But we're not having it. We're not having it. So less of that. Talking about you don't want to, I don't care about what the fans say and all that. Okay. Well, you should have just ran The Rock versus Roman last year then. Because fans like me wanted that. But no, the Cody Crybabies made their noise be heard and you changed it. But we don't listen to the fans. What the fuck are you talking about? Ain't this the same guy that got NXT smoked by AEW? You want to pretend that never happened? You got smoked by AEW, blood. The beautiful black and gold brand got absolutely terrored by Vanguard 1 and Matt Hardy, blood, in lockdown. Less of that, brother. You can't. Who are you talking to? This geezer thinks he's doing something special. Who are you talking to? You're not cooking. You cook at pay-per-views. And let's be honest, if Dwayne The Rock Johnson didn't come back, we would have been moaning for a whole year, bro. Tell me I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm wrong, bro. If there was no Rock, no Cena, what would you have done? No Rock, no Brock, no Cena. What would you have done? Because you give Roman fucking all the time off. Cody's out here just getting mashed up every week and nobody cares about. So what do you want to talk about? Nobody wants to talk to you, bruv. You got nice suits and stupid blonde hair, bruv. Nobody wants to talk to you, bruv. I'm tired of you crying over your dad. Nobody cares anymore, bro. Nobody cares. Bring Goldust back. Bring Stardust back. Nobody cares, bro. About what you want to talk about. Nobody wants to talk to you, bro. Just little kids. You got a great theme song and a great Cody Cutter, bro. That's it. That's it. Tell me about the fans need to just watch it. Basically, he's telling you lot, watch it, shut the fuck up. Brother. Peacock, the WWE Network, the USA Network, CW, Netflix, paid money, cash, dollar blood, and hard-working money, and you want people to shut the fuck up? How about you shut the fuck up? In fact, stay behind the scenes and shut the fuck up forever, bro. Do your bookings and shut the fuck up, bro. Because we ain't trying to hear from you, bro. Oh, it's going to come out on the weekend. Oh, are you ready? No, brother, listen, don't piss me off, bro, because I wanted to enjoy your Hall of Fame. You deserve it. You was one of the greatest wrestlers to ever live, one of the greatest heels to ever touch the canvas. But you've just made everything about yourself. WrestleMania is about Triple H. The new era is about Triple H. Everything. Oh, let's give my wife a new show as well. Stephanie's Place. Okay, let's have that as well. Oh my God, they've shocked me. Oh my God, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels just popped up on stage. I didn't know I was getting put in the Hall of Fame. I thought you ran shit. You didn't know. You want me to believe that? Brother, listen. I'm half in agreement with you most of the time. A lot of the fans suck. Yeah, I get it. A lot of the fans suck and everything. Brother, just stop it, innit? Just stop it. You're not Vince, bro. You're not Vince, bro. Vince went a bit senile, got old, and started doing some touchy-feely with some thing that he paid for. But at least he had 30 plus years of some bad boy wrestling. There was some dodgy stuff in between there, the gobbledygooker and all that. There was some dodgy stuff in there. But apart from that, bruv, you're not Vince, bro. Fucking disgrace, bruv. Man just on a tirade, and you should see the way he's sitting and he's all relaxed, thinking he's the man. Brother, times change, bro. Every 2 minutes I have to see that stupid picture in the gorilla position with him and the WWE sign and him shaking some new person's hand, pointing at them. And we're going to get a new one with him and Rusev pointing at him, and a new one with him and fucking Alistair Black pointing at him, and him and Lana pointing at him, and him and Travis Scott pointing at him. I'm surprised he didn't pull Drake out the crowd the other day so he could point at him, and then he could point at the fucking WrestleMania sign, and then he'll find some other rapper that he's never heard of, that he's going to pretend he's heard of that day so he can point at him too. Oh, I got Bad Bunny to wrestle, let's point at him too. Brother, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Cancel all my shit. I don't care. If I don't get no more emails about going to press conferences, fine. I don't go to them anyway. Sending me fucking stupid emails to go press conferences. I live in England, motherfucker. Are you not paying for my flights? Sending me shit to go to a press conference, a fake press conference by that, so I can just sit there with all the little geeks and nerds asking dumb questions, and nobody wants to ask him the proper questions, like why is all where's all the other titles? Why they been left off the WrestleMania card Triple H? Why is the story shit Triple H? Why is Raw shit Triple H? Why is SmackDown shit Triple H? Why is NXT good and he's not you running it? It's Sean. Why is all that good? No one's asking them questions. Man wanna ask man dumb shit. Oh, what's your favorite order at Waffle House? Oh, I'm Nigel from House of Wrestling. Today we've saw Cody Rhodes in the ring and he's been a chat. Shut the fuck up, you motherfuckers. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares, bro. We want to see good wrestling. We want to see good wrestling. Anyway, let's do the predictions, guys. Big up everyone in the chat. Let's run it. What match should we start with? Let's go with. We got to kick off the show well, innit? So let's go with the Fatal 4-Way, brother. Let's go with the Fatal 4-Way, man. Let's get it. Big up everyone in the chat. Fatal 4-Way, we got Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor. You guys know I can't say his name. Pablo's next to me. And Penta. Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Intercontinental title. And yeah, another shit build. But there is some intrigue with this match because there's a couple storylines in there. There's the underlying story of the Judgment Day. We've seen for the last 8 weeks, maybe more. Dominic and Liv every week. We need to get a new member of the Judgment Day. Kind of crazy because they've been talking about the new member based on JD being obviously getting injured, which is funny because you don't actually need a new member for that. But for me, and I was about to say it, but everyone seems to have the same thing in the chat. I got Dominic winning this match too. I can't lie. I got Dominic Mysterio winning this match too. I feel like this sounds crazy, but obviously it's not based on this man's talent. Penta's obviously good enough to be an Intercontinental Champion, and the other guy, who I'm not going to name because Pablo's next to me, who is the champion at the moment, he's obviously cold in it. Now, this might not make sense, but I feel like he actually doesn't need the title. I feel like those two don't need the title, especially now. I definitely want to build him up to being a bigger star, the Steiner. And I feel like that title we're thinking that Jay might win. I'm thinking that title will be the next step for him. Now, the only problem I've got is his Intercontinental reign hasn't been the best in it. It hasn't been the best so far. We had a period that when he first won the title, we didn't get him back on screen for about 4 weeks. We just had him in the backstage laughing and then smiling at Sheamus and Kaiser. So I think he goes for the main belt, but I don't put him on the trajectory to win the main belt and then build a decent story around it. And I think we could write a story for him anyway. I would probably get involved his uncle or his dad. With the Judgment Day side, I think Judgment Day is going to break up, and there's a couple of ways you can do this. Obviously, they could stop each other from winning the title because at some point in that match, Dom's going to go for it. They're going to double team the other two, and then Dominic's going to go for the pin, or Finn's going to go for the pin. The other one's going to pull the other one off the opponent, and then they're going to have that thing where it's like, "What are you doing?" Dom's going to say, "I'm trying to win the match." Finn's going to say, "I'm trying to win the match." Then they're going to go back and forth and start trading punches and stuff. Now, obviously, Dom has seemingly has Carlito in his corner already, and he obviously has Liv and Raquel in his corner, and JD's kind of out of action at the moment. I think that JD, just hear me out, because obviously I want Finn to go back to regular Finn, but you might as well just make Finn and JD a tag team and let them break away from the Judgment Day. Just be a tag team. Let's bulk up that tag team division a little bit more, and then in the future they can figure out what to do with Finn, etc. But see, probably not saying that JD might turn up. Yeah, it's just a bit underwhelming, and that's the only thing. Because if JD turns up, remember, Fatal 4-Way is no disqualification, so him turning up, obviously Carlito's going to turn up because it's no disqualification. He'll probably stay at ringside. I just feel like they want to bring gold back to the Judgment Day. You know what? I think I'm changing my mind while I'm speaking to you. Because at first I was thinking Dom wins the Intercontinental title, and then it's kind of like we can get rid of Finn out of the Judgment Day now, or Finn just snaps. But I'm actually, you know what? I've changed my mind completely. I was gonna go Dom, but I'm just gonna go for him to retain his title. That's what I think I've done a lot of title changes in the first night of the predictions. I think he's gonna. I think Steiner's gonna keep his belt. But let me get to the chat anyway. I know it didn't sound too exciting there, but I feel like Dom and Finn are gonna cost each other in some way. Penta's probably gonna get taken out, and then we'll have the implosion of Judgment Day on Raw properly. Because we had it with Damien and Finn before, where they kind of imploded. Yeah, in fact, the same thing happened, didn't he? When Damien kept trying to cash in and he ruined Seth's match, and then we had a build up after that. He didn't switch straight away, and then eventually he cost him at SummerSlam, I think, against Gunter. So I feel like we're going to get the same kind of thing. And I think on Monday Night Raw, I feel like they're going to try and bolster Monday Night Raw after Mania anyway, with returns and all that stuff. And if there is any returns, and then try and make a good show, which it probably won't be. So I think the Judgment Day break up. Well, that section of the Judgment Day break up on Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna go for Steiner to keep his belt, but I'm gonna see what you lot are saying anyway. Big got 850. Finn is pretty much in the position of putting over the Judgment Day members at the moment. I agree. This is very unfortunate. I think Finn should come out as a demon and get some red redemption from 39. I don't think he's winning. I just want a reason for Finn to catch. I know. I'm the same, but not against what you're saying. What I'm thinking is him being a demon at this match with no build up and not really showing any dark tendencies leading into this match kind of feels pointless. It feels like a wasted time to use the demon. But if Dom does stop him from winning this title, or they stop each other, and then he gets kicked out of the Judgment Day on Monday Night Raw because there's no JD to help him, that would force him to do something dark, wouldn't it? And then we're probably going to get at some point, which forget whether we like the match or not. If you can build a story, then we can probably get Finn versus Dom at the next pay per view, and then Finn versus whoever. You could do a handicap match, something like that, and use the demon. But I don't think it makes sense right now to use the demon. There's been no build up. And I eventually want Dom to. I'm hoping that they end up going back to the Dom versus Rey Mysterio program, because I think that they didn't do it properly. The WrestleMania, that was cold. Entrances were cold, but I feel like there's a bit left in that story. And I have to say as well, with all the flack that we give some of the wrestlers and stuff, and I understand the kayfabe thing that Triple H was on about, but you can still do certain things in it. So, for example, the fourth wall's been broken in certain ways. So all of us here know that Dominic Mysterio's got a wife in it. But even though we know that, he's probably one of the closest ones, and maybe like Roman, because Roman keeps his fingers. Roman doesn't really break anything. Dom is probably the closest one to like old school, where I watched Dom today on two YouTube videos today, and about 3 in the last week, and then a podcast, and then Logan Paul's podcast as well. And I swear to you, man, this geezer stays in character the whole time. He never fails to diss his dad on any of these shows. They could be talking about the deepest thing, and he has this ability of talking about real life. But because it's between him and his dad, he can blend it straight back into this, and this. Yes, my family and my granddad and my uncle, but they all did better than my dad though, because he's a deadbeat. And I'm like, raw. He's got this on lock, and even the way he's with Liv, like, I'm giving him his props now, because I swear to you, Dom is so, and I'm not going to cause any problems here because I really don't want to be rude to someone's personal life. And I swear to you, Dom is so good at this that he has me believing that him and Liv are really chopping, bro. And I'm not doing it in that rude way when everyone goes, "Oh, he's obviously doing something with her." No, I don't think he is. But while I'm listening to both of them, and don't get me started on Liv, because she does the mad, like, I don't even have to explain it, like the Harley Quinn sexy flirty thing all the time. I swear to you, like, they have me thinking, this is real, bro. And listen, you have to give him his props. He's very smart at what he does. He's good in the ring, but he knows he's like, the way he looks and that as a wrestler is quite slender and that, and he doesn't. So he just uses the character, and he's an example of. Don't get me wrong, they don't book him properly on Raw, so that ends up being like Dom's a jobber, but what people haven't realized is it doesn't seem to hurt Dom at all losing matches, does it? Ever. That's because his character's so good. That's because his character's so good. I would love, and obviously it's all advice, and I'm not try to tell Dom what to do in his with his own talent and that, but I would love that somebody at some point Dom gets taken out so he can go away from TV for a bit and bulk up a little bit. If he puts on a little bit of size, because naturally I'll take him a little bit more serious. He's kind of got rid of the baby face now because he's got the beard and stuff. Oh my god, he'd be so cold. And he can return with like Chavo or somebody. Oh man, big up Dom, big up Dom. But anyway, let me get to the comments. Sorry about that, guys. I went on a bit of a riff there, but had to give him his flowers, man. Big up Ravi. Old feedback from Mania would be cool. Would you say WWE has put the good matches on both nights? Yeah, they've spread it out. It just seems like, I'll be honest, this night two, which is supposed to be, it being technically is the main event night, innit? While I'm looking at the card now in front of me, it looks like Monday Night Raw. Like, I'm I'm not trying to take the piss. Actually, I am, because fuck it. Take John Cena and Cody away, and maybe take away the triple threat with EO and that. Although Rhea and EO literally just fought on Raw 2 weeks ago, so everything else on that card, that's Monday Night Raw. Trust me, it's Monday Night Raw. Anyway, yeah, the hot wing thing, yeah, that was cool. Probably more talented than Ray when it comes to character work, to be honest. Ah, it depends what Ray you're talking about. Because if you're talking about Ray's had like a long career in it, WCW Ray when he had his mask off as well, cold. But apart from that, yeah, because luchas they're always gonna have problems with a character because they got the mask on and there's not much emotion there and stuff like that. He's definitely better. I think he's better than the Ray that that Ray Mysterio when he was like Batista's best friend. I think Dom's actually better than him as a character there, but WCW Ray was cold. Can you see EO? Oh yeah, we're doing the matches in order, Ravi. So when I get to that match, we'll talk about that. Just glad Dom isn't facing his dad for the third time in a row. Yeah, I want him to fight him again though. I want him to fight him again, but I would do a better storyline. I think I would save Ray versus Dom for whenever Rey Mysterio is about to retire. That's just give me an idea to do another video now, but I've already got the idea for how I would have a mad emotional match, a mad build up. I would have like I wouldn't tell anyone that Ray's gonna retire. Try keep that under wraps as well, and I would literally have it like that's what the match is, and it the mask versus retirement or something like that. If Ray loses, he's got to hand over his lucha mask and he's got to leave. Um, and if Dom I'd have Dom disrespecting the Lucha Foundation and all the people that have come before him. And then maybe if Dom loses, he has to go to Mexico and do something. I don't know, but I think it would be a cold. I think it would be a cold story. And because you can even end that one without Dom being like, you can have him overcome all the stuff with his dad. They can have the emotional end to the match and even be cool with each other. Do the Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair thing and give each other a hug, not the handshake, because this is father and son. You could have it where like he puts him through his paces and stuff like that, and then he's upset when Ray gives him the mask. But I think that would be pretty dope. Moving on from that match, I don't think we're gonna go straight into the tag team match. So let's go Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. This is gonna be very easy for me, isn't it? The match is going to be really good in terms of in ring. AJ's one of the best to ever do it in the ring. Logan's literally, I don't know how he got so good at wrestling. I know he done amateur wrestling, but that's not the stuff he's good at. And he's decent character as well. So Logan loses all the time, doesn't he? Like Logan loses all of his matches most in the big matches, he loses them. Or he has to cheat to win. I don't think anyone's going to get benefited from winning this match anyway. Like I think if AJ beats Logan, yeah, you beat Logan in it, and if Logan beats AJ, you beat AJ. But nobody cares about AJ right now because they've not built AJ's character for a while. So I want to say that Karrion Kross is going to have something. I think Logan's going to win. I think Logan's going to win the match because I think Logan's going to win, and then Karrion's going to go after AJ. Just looking from that backstage segment he had on Raw, although he's already beat AJ's already beat him, of course, but I feel like Logan's going to actually get the victory, bro. But let's see what you lot are saying. Yeah, Alexander, like try stick with the running of the show because then I can get to your message after because I don't want to go on to the triple threat match yet until we've got there. So actually, now that you said that, I see him. Yeah, Marsh. I just feel like he's gonna win, man. Karen won't have anything. Oh my god, I know I spoke about this already, but it really winds me up that that the way they've treated Karen's character. I can't believe this is the same dude with the Doomsday Saito suplex and the TikTok and the fall and pray. I can't believe it, bro. And he's actually one of the people that are not allowing WWE just to mess him up when it comes to promos. You go on Twitter any given day, or Instagram, any given day, maybe once every 2 days, there's a Karrion Kross promo on there. I swear to you, the geezer's cold. And obviously, he's got Scarlet, and you know what I mean, I ain't too mad at seeing that either right now, blood. I need some. Yeah. Yeah, put your winners in the chat in it for that match. AJ or Logan before we move on. Big up to everyone in the chat though. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you want to subscribe, if not, then just wait for the video to pop up on your suggestions all the time and annoy you, blood. You might as well just subscribe and it's free. Yeah, Morris gone for the Logan win too as well. Yeah, Morris, it's actually mad. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that NXT is developmental, but it's not developmental for everybody. So sometimes it's just for like people are coming in who already have years and years of experience, but there's nothing for them on the main roster, but they want to sign them, so put him in NXT. That's fine. So Karen didn't have to develop himself on NXT. He was already a good wrestler. I remember when he was Killer Cross and Scarlett. What a lot of people don't know about Scarlett, if you only know from WWE, is she can wrestle. I've seen her wrestle men. She can actually wrestle, so she's a lot like Chelsea Green with that, where they don't explore how good they can wrestle. They just use them for whatever. Yeah, man. Alexander said I think Karen will come out and help AJ, but will end up costing the match. Oh, you think it'll help him? Yeah, man. I wish they let Karen go more into that promo in the arena instead of doing it backstage because everyone didn't see it. And the whole thing about him saying the whole locker room is counting on AJ because if you don't win, we're all just going to be, we might as well all be YouTubers. That's the coldest line considering what he thinks it means. He's basically saying that I've been wrestling for ages. I've built up, I don't know whatever for 11 plus years and stuff. I think that's what he said to get to where I am. For you to just lose to a YouTuber. Not to mention that YouTubers took a spot on WrestleMania, and the fact that he's new. It's actually cold, and the fact that I can't remember what the stat was, but Karen hadn't wrestled on TV for like a year or something on it before that Raw or on Raw. So yeah, Anna, she was cold. I like Austin Theory and Piper Niven. Oh yeah, I was about to say. I thought you said you like Austin Theory and Piper Niven. I was about to say, huh? Don't even get me started on Austin Theory, bro, because he has everything to be a cold wrestler already. Everything, and it feels a bit like, I don't know, with the Austin Theory thing, it feels like Triple H's. Yeah, you know when Vince was really trying to push Austin Theory, and it feels like Triple H is like, you see that out with the old in with the new. We're not going to do that Vince stuff anymore. Let's get him away from it. Crazy, but. Moving on from there, we will go. They're not going to do the two women's matches back. I'll probably put the order in wrong because now I'm thinking that one of the women's matches is going to start the show. Just looking at the order of it, which would probably be a lot like what I said with the day before. Probably going to be the triple threat match to start the show. But who cares about the running order right now? We're going to go the women's tag team championship match. Liv Morgan and Raquel take on Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. This is going to be very quick for me again. First of all, let me say I actually like Liv and Raquel being tag team champions. I feel like with all the women that they have in the division and all the tag teams, this is one that go together. I like their chemistry they've got together. I like the fact that one's tall and one's small. I like the dynamic. They've got some moves together now as well, which is cool. They look cool. They can speak on the mic. I like that. Then you have to start getting the other women involved and stuff because Chance and Carter are not a proper tag team as well. But that being said, there's no way that Bailey and Lyra win this match. So, and obviously Bailey and Lyra's gonna Bailey's gonna end up fighting Lyra for the Intercontinental title anyway. So I'm gonna go for tag team. The tag team to retain on it. Liv and Raquel. Makes complete sense. Bailey turned on Lyra, although could it be Lyra turns? It doesn't make any sense though, does it? Not saying that you're wrong, but it's just gonna be more stupidness. Like we think of this, innit? We had Bailey return way back, innit? What was it, SummerSlam? With the Bailey buddies, not the Bailey buddies, the Damage Control. She was a heel. And then she turned into a babyface because she heard him talking in anime talk about her. And then she's been the babyface, and then she won the Royal Rumble and all that stuff, and won the title, and all that, done her business there. And now we want to turn her heel again. We're turning her into the Big Show, bro. We're turning Bailey into the Big Show if we turn her heel again. And sadly, I know what I always say because I don't want to see Intercontinental title match between two baby faces. It sucks. But it just doesn't make sense for Bailey to do that. But I'm not saying you're wrong and it can't happen. I just think it's stupid. And Lyra turning is even more stupid. Why would she care? She's all like, for example, if Bailey accidentally does something where Lyra can't win the tag team titles or the other way around, she's got the Intercontinental title anyway. So it's like, all right, I didn't win the tag team championship. I didn't even want a tag team match. And I checked earlier when I was getting the pictures from my previous video with what I just did about Bianca. And that thing, I was right. It was 2 weeks ago when they first spoke about doing anything. 2 weeks ago, that's the build. Nah, man. With these WWE tag team titles, it needs to stay on a tag team that are going to take it serious and are going to try and build the brand and build that division. That they have to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Liv and Raquel, but I'll take the comments in the chat before we move on. Might as well just upload this video while we're talking. All right, get your. She might not do it at Mania, but definitely on Raw. Lyra ain't turning. No chance it happens right now, to be fair. Liv and Raquel escape with the gold. Dom steals the IC title win. Liv. Oh, yeah, you come on, team, man. Just go in order the shows, man. It's giving me too much to read here. I think someone's definitely turning heel, but I'll say when we get to the match. Yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, I think it's silly, but if anyone's going to turn, it has to be Bailey, and then it's even more stupid. We're going to just keep flip flopping. But Lyra turning heel, brother, like we haven't even got to know her character as a babyface. I just know that she's got feathers. That for some reason she's got feathers in it. Like the Power Rangers movie when Ivan Ooze and the bird. Remember the bird lady? Oh no, man. The birds came down and had the flappy thing. That's what the feathers remind me of. 850 Liv and Raquel, okay. Yeah, all right. I hear it. Everyone's in the same wave there. All right, man. Let's go, man. This I was about to say the Chicago street fight. Who had a Chicago street fight not long ago? Because this is how you know they're booking shit. Who was it? Someone had a Chicago street fight in it. I swear it was. Hold on a minute. I swear it was Damian Priest as well. Am I tripping? Or have I just made something up here? Oh, Mia and Chelsea. So Mia and Chelsea had a Chicago street fight. These are having a Vegas street fight. They had the dumpster truck match, and someone had a. Yeah. They definitely had a dumpster one because I remember Chelsea dressing up in the garbage man gear for the photos. WWE Chicago street fight. Fucking hell, I'll put it in it. Come up with Legion of Doom, blood. That's not what I was talking about, bro. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Okay. That one lately. What? It definitely wasn't. Oh yeah, I was right, man. Damien Priest and Finn Balor. January. Oh my god. I knew I weren't tripping, bro. I knew I weren't tripping, man. 15th of January, 2025. Damien Priest and Finn Balor, Chicago street fight. And you want to tell me this booking's great, man. And you guess what? They didn't go to the street, they stayed in the ring. Now, um, that was time ago. Brother, we're in April? I said January 2005. I mean 2025. Man said ages ago, you know. That went in rest. That's not that long ago. We went the Royal Rumble in January. But, brother. Anyway, um, funny enough, a match that I wasn't looking forward to at all, and a match that I didn't care for the build, and it feels pointless, and it just feels like we don't have anything for you, Damien. We don't have anything for you, Drew. So, and another person that's been done dirty here is Drew, and Drew for the amount of work that Drew put in last year, carrying that whole feud with CM Punk because CM Punk was injured, doing stuff on social media, selling T-shirts with the burial on it. For him to be in this position, because last year he had CM Punk chasing the bracelet down, and it he's been done dirty here. But because of the two wrestlers that are involved and they're known as the big guys and stuff like that, I'm thinking this might end up being one of the cold matches, very similar to Drew, Sheamus, and Gunter. Them hard hitting matches. Pause. So I think we're gonna get that. I think they won't spare any punch. There'll be no punches spared in this match. I think they'll go at it. Hopefully, I would love this, but they're not gonna because they might as well just had a Falls Count Anywhere match on it. Because the street fight, when you're not gonna go out into the streets, really gonna wind me up. They're probably gonna go to the car park because I don't know. I don't know. But I would love them to leave the stadium. I would love it. Or even if they don't start them, like start beating each other up before the match starts in it. So when everyone's waiting for the entrance music and that, you do the camera thing when you follow them around and you realize they've already started beating the shit out of each other in it. And then we can go from there, get Adam Pearce in order to break it up, go to an ad break, and then bring them back in the ring and start the match and then do it like that. Because otherwise, I don't know about you lot, but when you like hear street fights and that, I think of like SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain in it, and SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth. So so all I'm thinking of is like, yeah, too big of a stadium to be going out for though. Nah, man, it's not, bruv. You're not, bruv. Don't let Triple H brainwash you, bro. Don't let Triple H brainwash you, bro. They have them golf buggies all around the stadium, bro. All it needs is one of them to beat each other up, throw them in the golf buggy, and drive off. And then obviously the cameraman will jump on kayfabe and that. You get me? That's all you need to do, blood. Do the Stone Cold thing and bring out the quad bike and that. Yeah, man. All of that. Let Drew McIntyre have enough and try kidnap Damien and throw him in the boot of a car, drive off. Then there's traffic and he can't get out, and then Damien does the Damien's always growling and then boots off the boot. Yeah, man, I'm here for it. Anyway, I got Drew McIntyre winning this. Actually, do I have brother? I got Drew McIntyre winning this match, and I think he should win this match as well. To be fair to Damien, he ain't done nothing wrong either, but Drew should win this match. So, Drew McIntyre. Let me know in the chat, guys, what you think, Drew or Damien, before we get into the final two matches of the show. Now, Morris, you gotta be trolling me. I swear I just said that exact same thing, bro. I just said that exact same thing about Falls Count Anywhere, bro. Alexander said, to be honest, I think Drew should join The Rock and Cena finally get his world champion. I mean, I said that at Elimination Chamber. The only problem is like, I don't know, man. I wanted him to join The Rock on his. The reason why I wanted him to join The Rock at the time is because I saw. You lot will have to let me know. It could have been Bad Blood. It might have been before that. There was an interaction with The Rock and Drew backstage that they put on social media, and it was like they were swearing. It might have been after Netflix thingy actually, because they were talking to each other, and then Drew said he swore, and then he's like, "Hey," and then he's like, "Oh, listen, we're on Netflix. I can say the F what I want F." And then I remember that interaction. I was like, "Ooh!" At the time, before there was any selling anyone sold thing, I was thinking, "Nah, this looks right." Drew's struggling to get his title matches, and everyone taking the piss and he's on the quest to find the truth. And the fact is that The Rock's not really on the same side as the Bloodline anymore, which is what Drew wanted anyway. It will make perfect sense for him to be there, but yeah. Anna said Drew for the win. JT said Drew for the win as well. Randy Open challenge, it appears to be. Yeah, it could be. I mean, if it's the only thing I'll say is if it's a Randy Orton Open challenge for the match at WrestleMania, then I expect Rusev or Aleister Black to come out just because it will make the crowd pop in it because they missed them. They missed them in it. Although they didn't make Aleister Black a big of a deal while he was on the main roster, so a lot of the fans might not care. Rusev they will, because Rusev Day was popping before he left. But I actually think they'll announce the match on SmackDown. I do. I think it'll probably be Nick Aldis, and I think Randy might try. I think Randy might try something on SmackDown, like go to Nick's office. Who am I fighting at WrestleMania? We ain't got anyone for you. Listen, I'm letting you know now. As I told you last week, if you don't find me an opponent by the end of SmackDown, then I'm gonna cause havoc on the show. And then we get to the end of SmackDown. He doesn't have an opponent for him. Randy does the old grab him by his tie and all that business and tries to strangle him. And then obviously Nick Aldis pushes him off. We get the stupid brawl that Triple H always does. All of the security guards with the man buns try and part them ways. And then Nick Aldis gets mad, rips off his tie and tears his shirt. And he's like, all right, Randy, you want a match? You want a match at WrestleMania? You've got your match. And then Randy's like, who? Tell me who I want to get him. You, Randy Orton, versus me, Nick Aldis. You're fired. There you go. Rusev Day and that. If Rusev returns, I'd rather it be Miro can't return. Let's just throw. I love you, Alexander, but Miro is an AEW property. So it ain't happening. I don't think anyway, bro. It's just like when Naomi, she went to TNA, she was Trinity, but she came straight back as Naomi. it's not happening. I would much rather Nick Aldis versus Randy Orton, but I could see Rusev, Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry could happen, but I just I'm not trying to do the charity thing in it for WrestleMania. So don't be bringing any just randomer from like TNA just because you think it's time to do that. Nah. Make it make sense. Where do I give my money to? Oh, see what I'm saying, Anna? This is what I'm saying, bro. Make it happen, man. Yes, JT, let Nick Aldis get his, because he's never going to get a WrestleMania moment. No. See, JT, I was with you, bro, until I just saw Ray Phoenix versus Randy Orton. Are you taking the piss, blood? Man already know about Ray Phoenix. That's my favorite lucha, blood, but Ray Phoenix versus Randy Orton. You want, bro? Nah. That's like Axiom versus Gunter, blood, and I saw that on WrestleMania already. Anyway, let's move on, man. We're heading towards the main events, and I think Morris told me yesterday co-main events and that, and we all know co-main events is just second from last. There ain't no such damn thing. Co-main events is to make someone feel good about their life, bruv. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Even the main event on the night one doesn't feel like a main event, but we'll give him that. We'll give him the main event on night one. You know what I mean? Because every time I say to somebody, guys, who main evented WrestleMania last year? I mean, the year before, night one. They were Cody and Roman. I'm like, oh, so nobody cares about the tag team match between the Usos and Kevin and Sami? No. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying, bro. Anyway, triple threat match. Rhea Ripley, Io. I was about to say Io Shirai, but WWE don't like that name, so Io Sky. And the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair. AEW characters. Yeah, true. Only Cody gets. I think it's because Cody owns the rights to his name, though. But I think that's because it's his actual name in it. So if I mean, to be fair, WWE can own the rights and AEW can own the rights to your name if it's your name as well. But Cody's always had the rights to his name, and he started the AEW company with Nick and it, well, with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. There is somebody I know Vince used to do that. He used to own a lot of people's names and stuff. But yeah, you can seemingly do that. Although Tony, you are one thing. Tony Khan's a bit of a soft touch on it, so there's probably people who own their name and he doesn't even know. But yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't understand why you've ordered. I don't understand what's going on here with the spamming of the names. That's their names, isn't it? I don't. Oh, you're saying about the name? Okay, yeah, yeah. I was just about to say because that's what I was just saying. But I said it earlier, but am I the only one that is getting a bit tired of Rhea? I like her character. Alexander, come on, man. Come on, man. You can't be making comments like that when me and Morris are on the channel, bro. We've been saying that I'm fed up of Rhea Ripley. I've been saying this, bro. In fact, I haven't even ever been on the Rhea train. Don't you remember? I'm always, this is my brutality. I eat, sleep, breathe. The demons in my dream. I wipe it on my sleeve. I can't stand, brother. Man said, am I the only one? Brother, I've been fed up, bro. I think she's got better. I think she's good in the ring. I can't stand her on the mic. You know what I mean? And then she always does that thing when she doesn't know what to say. She just sticks her tongue out, bro. Let's be honest, bro. Actually, I'm not because I'm not gonna be rude about Rhea. I like her in it, but we know why, man. We know why she's at. We know why because 90% of the WWE wrestling fans are men, and of them 90% of men, 75% of them are the wet nose, what's it covered fingers, sloppy, greasy hair, Metallica t-shirt, dirty with baked beans wrapped down them, and old Wrangler jeans fans, bro. And we know what they're doing in Rhea's comment section. And that's the reason why they love her. I promise you one thing, innit? If Rhea Ripley done what Mandy Rose done and left the company, I'm making this statement. I made it last year, I'm gonna make it again. And Rhea, because I'm swear Buddy Murphy might be one of them simputes anyway, but I don't think he'll mind on it. I know he looks like he's a G and that, bro. He's a big U and that, bro, but he's a wet wipe in it. I'm letting you know if Rhea Ripley leaves the WWE and goes on OnlyFans, she breaks the internet, bro. I'm talking about she's top tier, top 3 in the world on Instagram. I mean on OnlyFans, bro. Breaking all the records. For the money I saw that page made on Twitch and the money that I know Mandy Rose makes on OnlyFans, Rhea Ripley will break the internet. There's no other woman in the WWE that will be able to touch her when it comes to that. I promise, bro. I promise. That's what I'm saying. Anywho. Rhea Ripley is the most over woman, but she's like Charlotte, needs to stay away from the title. Yeah, I agree with that. If Bianca loses, she can. Yeah, check the video I've just uploaded now. Actually, I'm not fed up, but it's a privilege booking into the title match. I have a problem with it, but I digress. Bring back Mandy. I'm more fed up with Charlotte, to be honest. It's the same shit since 2015. Yeah, this skeezer's rivalry with Charlotte. What was gonna say? I'm thinking. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think. Oh my god, the fact that she shouldn't be in this match already, but also the fact that it definitely feels like Io is a transition champion. I'm not trying to take the piss, but it feels like she's a transitional champion. Just the fact that she won it on Raw in the first place. Like, if they wanted a triple threat match at Mania, they could have built a triple threat match without the stuff that they did with Rhea losing her belt on Raw. And realistically, I knew Io's title reign was going to be rubbish either way. Even if she keeps it at WrestleMania, it's going to be rubbish. So they should have just went with Bianca and Rhea at WrestleMania because they've already got a built-in story there because they've been doing this. So yeah, it's one of those. But let's guess to put the prediction in. Stephanie Vakir in 2 years will be way bigger on that level compared. No, she won't. She won't. She won't. She won't, bro. She won't. I promise she won't, bro. Because Rhea Ripley is like she's got star power now. Like people who are not wrestling fans know Rhea Ripley now, and that's why you saw her on Kevin Hart's thingy as cold as balls and all that stuff. And she's starting to see her on more podcasts. And I watched UFC on the weekend, and they zoomed in on her and stuff. Like usually they don't even bother with stuff like that. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. She's got that thing in it because she dresses almost like a tomboyish kind of thing, and then all of a sudden, bam! I know, man. I know the listen, you know the pervs move, bro. But um, I'm going because I think Naomi's going to get involved in this match because she's fighting on night one. It's a no disqualification match because it's a triple threat match. I'm going with Bianca to win this, man. I'm going with Bianca to win this with Naomi helping her without Bianca asking for her help. I think then we'll move on with a good storyline with them after that, because it would initially make Jade Cargill a bit angry. She'll start feeling like Naomi and Bianca are in cahoots the whole time, because why is she helping you to win the title? I think that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to go with Bianca Belair to win. And also, she hasn't lost at WrestleMania yet. What's she on? 4 matches at the moment. She's got a little streak going. Not saying that the streak has to last long. It doesn't have to. We're not going to get Undertaker levels ever again. But something's telling me that, yeah, she's winning this match. So that's my prediction, man. Let me know what you lot think in the comment section. I'll check it out and get them comments in. Comments there. Okay. So everyone's saying. Interesting. I like it, man. I like everyone's picks here. They're all this shit is slow as hell. You want EO to keep it. Bianca new champion. Bianca for the win. 5-0. Morris win. Oh, okay. It's I tell them one thing. The one thing about this booking is it's been so all over the place that at least it gives us unpredictability with a lot of the matches on it. That's what I will say. That's how like up and down it's been. So yeah, like I said, have fun with the predictions, innit? Because there's no right or wrong answers. It's just a guess at the end of the day. I'm just very interested to see what happens. I'm quite intrigued. But the worst outcome for me is that Rhea wins it, because I just don't know where she goes after that. And I don't know if anyone realized how long she had that title for with not defending it very often. She wasn't defending that title a lot at all. Yeah. Meanwhile, Liv and that was carrying up the division, but you know how that goes. Ooh, where are we? Okay, we're going into the main event. I think everyone's got the. Oh yeah. Bianca wins rematch against Io Backlash 1v1 story of Jade. Naomi picks up in the summer. Wanted to say earlier, Roman and Rhea are not in the same league. Roman earned it, and yes, Rhea has worked hard, but she's got. Oh yeah. I'll be surprised. I'll be very surprised if anyone even thinks that they're close to being in the same league. Roman's gone for a lot, man. He's gone for a lot. And to be fair, I don't know if you've like been seeing, Roman's been dropping videos on Instagram all week. He even spoke about the time off stuff and that as well. And he's basically saying that, like, listen, his name is what WWE is living off, and he helped with all of the Netflix deals and all these. And let's be honest, it's the truth. And I know that The Rock tried to dismiss him on that Netflix. Oh, it's The Rock's problem, bro. On that Netflix show, considering that at the time The Rock and Roman was still like, it was after WrestleMania, and WrestleMania had gone, and we hadn't seen them together for the whole time. I don't know why he was acting like Cody's the one who's had the company on his back the whole time. Like Cody's great as a babyface, but yeah, man. Oh no. Okay, let me just type this in and then we'll move on. What the fuck? WrestleMania. Okay. Main event. I know this is where everyone wants to do the fantasy booking. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. After the great flipping elimination chamber ending, the intrigue, the drama, the cinema. That's the word everyone uses now when it's cinema. It's kind of insulting to someone who's a cameraman, pussy's blood. But after all of that greatness, we've had a stinky build. 3 weeks of promos, 1 Crossroads, and yeah, that's no Rock mentioned 1 time, no Travis Scott mentioned no times, and John Cena just changed every week of the reason why Not the reason why he sold out. Not the reason why he sold his soul because he's ignoring that ever happened. He's just changing his views every week on what's wrong with him. Oh, they were mad at my spinning title. Oh, they booed me. Oh, they said Cena sucks. Brother, I hear it. And basically, what his point is, I think the point he was trying to land on in the end was all the stuff I went through and had to endure for now Cody to be in the same position that I was, but he's been loved from the beginning, whereas he didn't. He wasn't loved from the beginning. I think that's the storyline he's trying to tell. I think if I'm trying to be kind to him here, I hope that's the storyline he's trying to tell. Now, the reason why this match is hard to predict is simply because there's been no like the Rock and stuff build up the whole time. It's kind of awkward, isn't it? It's kind of awkward to know like where we're going with this. But for me, first off, I'm gonna say John Cena wins because surely John Cena wins. But it's how we go from here. So I'm gonna let you like explain it while I ponder the reasons and what will happen because it's very confusing. You would like it to be that it's unpredictable and confusing because the build's been so great. It could go either way. That's the ideal way to say it. The truth of the matter is, it sucked, and we don't know what's going on. That's the truth of the matter. Okay, who should we go to first in the comment section? Let's go from the top. Romans and Omegas. Okay, worst outcome for me is that Liv. What the fuck? That's a different match. John Cena for the win. Morris said 17-time champ coming on Sunday. John Cena's gonna win, man. Anna says she has zero idea what's going on exactly, and I know Anna. She doesn't mean that in a good way. She has no idea what's going on. I tell you, for Anna, the best outcome is that Goldberg gets involved in it, Anna. Now, let me tell you some stuff that I don't want to happen. There's some stuff that I don't want to happen, but it could still be exciting. So, number one thing that I don't want to happen, I don't want any involvement from Stone Cold Steve Austin. It makes no sense. The WrestleMania 40 is gone and past now. We had the Avengers moment at the end. Anything away from that is just copycat of the year before. So I don't want that to happen. Really, this build has been between like the Roman one was different because Roman had caused so many people so many different problems that we had an Avengers build up at the end. It was Thanos versus Captain America. That's what we got at WrestleMania 40. And you had the Avengers and then you had the children of Thanos. This year, it's just Cody and just John Cena and The Rock if they use it but they've only mentioned him once. So there's not a reason to get other people involved. We don't need to see a Roman Reigns or a Sami Zayn or we don't need any of that business. Do we just get a one-on-one match? And the only thing that we get from The Rock or someone like that is a slight distraction? Or do we get a match where Cody ends up dominating John Cena? John Cena starts to appear as old and weak and he ain't got it anymore and he can't really take it and he's struggling in the match and loses. And then The Rock comes out and reverses the decision. Now, before I'm talking about, do you remember when was it the Shield who got The Rock? And then I don't know if I'm wrong about that. I think it was the Shield. It was against John Cena, wasn't it? Or was it against somebody else? No, CM Punk. You know the one when the match got reversed and the match finished, um, and then Vince McMahon came out to the top of the ramp, and then The Rock was like, "No, we ain't gonna end this match like this. Restart the bell." And then The Rock went on and won the match in it. I think that could be a possibility that he uses power to be like, because otherwise, if there's no Punk, it was Punk. I just sort of said mid Shield, because if he doesn't, unless they're literally trying to cancel history, like the Rock thing never happened. Because when Cody mentioned it in one of the promos, he mentioned the Rock's name once, and John Cena just ignored him. He didn't mention it at all. And obviously, as we know, one, the selling your soul thing didn't make any sense anyway. It just didn't make any sense. It felt like it was off the cuff. Two, The Rock's not been around at all, and at the time there was reports of The Rock not being at WrestleMania, and The Rock was pissed off about it, so he kind of done that to stick it to the dirt sheets and the journalists. And three, in that same podcast I just told you lot to watch with Triple H said these all these fans think they know what's going on in wrestling. They think that's going on with The Rock. And I'll tell you something, you're not right about anything. It ain't nothing to do with the booking. The Rock, he's got all of these movies booked in. That's the reason why he's not going to be at Mania. And I'm like, have you said within all the truth that you're saying? Have you said that just to swerve us? Because at this point, people are expecting The Rock, so you're not really swerved anyone. So, um, yeah, I feel like there has to be caveat is if they use The Rock. There has to be some kind of power used. Otherwise, John Cena sold his soul for no reason. Because at the moment, you sold your soul, but you won the Elimination Chamber anyway. So you didn't need to sell your soul because you was already going to get this match. So selling your soul only works when, by doing what I've done, I get the privilege of, I don't know, I get handed a title, or a match gets restarted, or I get a number one contenders match. Otherwise, nothing makes sense. So I would think that I'm going to go with that. I think Cody's going to. I don't think we're going to get a match where John Cena is just going to bust out all these new moves and stuff like that. And if it does, it's a bit weird because we've not seen him and he was struggling at Elimination Chamber. I don't think it's going to be a one-off match. I don't think we're going to get Cody versus John Cena once. So I think, yeah, I think John Cena wins this match by them means. I think Cody will get his quote-unquote rematch, even though fucking Roman Reigns ain't got a rematch. And then in the future, because John Cena's only got a certain amount of dates, and I think he's booked in for Raw after Mania anyway, or SmackDown after. He's booked in for SmackDown after Mania, I think. So he's going to be there. He's not got many dates left for the year, and then they're talking about having a John Cena styled pay per view in December, maybe titled Ruthless Aggression, or they're probably going to do WWE main event. Well, they're definitely doing WWE main event. What I'm talking about, 15th of December, Saturday night main event's going to be there. So I don't know if they can put a pay per view in that same month, which means he might finish his career at Saturday night main event. Who knows? But yeah, and that's on a syndicated TV, so they might do that actually. Anyway, I'm going to go with John Cena for the win. I think he should win. I'm actually bored of Cody being the champion. I know if you're younger and you're a certain age, you love Cody Rhodes. I haven't got a problem with you. I know I joke about the Cody crybabies and all that. My problem is the crybabies who are grown men. My problem ain't the kids. That's what you do when you're a kid. You love the wrestlers and it. And if I liked babyface as a kid, I would have loved Cody, but I didn't. I was always I liked heels as a kid. Yeah, Versace wearing Rock and that, bro. That was my thing. I think the only babyface I loved as a kid, well, obviously when the Rock turned babyface, but was Bret Hart. Everyone else, I just liked heels, bro. To be honest, so yeah, John Cena did say that. He also said he was going to win the Royal Rumble, though, and he didn't. I think they'll swerve us, make it all lumberjack match, all heels outside. Cody gets battered and Cena wins. That's not a bad shout. I mean, you know what? That's a possibility. The Rock can just send down all of the heels that are not being used in it. So you know them ones who are in catering because there's no main heels he can send down because like Drew McIntyre and all that they wouldn't want to help, would they? But if it's people like, I don't mean this particular person, but I'm in the vein of like Apollo Crews and all that. If it's those kind of people, then yeah, that offers a big problem to Cody. And you know what you do? You make Cody look like Superman for a while, um, but then you still make him lose in the end. So yeah, that's the end of my prediction. John Cena for the win. Just to recap, I had. Well, he's looking at me. I had Steiner to retain his Intercontinental title. I had Logan Paul to beat AJ Styles. I had Drew McIntyre to beat Damian Priest. I had the women, the Liv and Raquel, to retain their tag team titles. I had Bianca Belair to win her WWE title at WrestleMania and turn heel, maybe at Romania or the Raw after with the help of Naomi or within the incoming weeks. And then I had John Cena to beat Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania because now Cody's had the belt for a year and it's been boring as hell. But you guys let me know your final things in the chat before we get out of here because it's 6:30 now. I think Ends wants to do a stream at 8. I've got a few more things to do. I've got a couple of videos coming out as well. So yeah, we're running that, man. Why is the thing? You know what it is? I've got something rendering in the background. It's slowing my computer down, man. So annoying. Am I tripping here? Yeah, I thought so. Bear with me. Not bad shot, Alexander. Imagine the Rock hires Amos as John Cena's bodyguard. That would be cold. That would be cold. Anna's got Tottenham versus Frankfurt, innit? If I could be bothered, I would do a watch along, but I can't lie on them, and I can't do a watch along to them matches. It's a bit of a myth. YouTube taking the piss out of me or something? Why is it not letting me do what I need to do, man? They're taking the shadow ban thing too far now. Trying to get the redirect on for you guys before we leave this stream. Because, if I'm correct, yep, there's a few videos already out. Anyone looking forward to SmackDown? that's what I really want to know. Is anyone looking forward to SmackDown? Is everyone excited? And excited for the Andre the Giant / Mae Young Battle Royal and that? But are you excited for like Street Profits to defend their titles on SmackDown instead of the main show? Is excited for Chelsea Green to fight Michin for the 17th time, bro? Car. That's likely to be what happens. I can't lie. So let me know, man. Let me know who's excited. The whole thing's a shambles, in it. It's an absolute shambles. Oh, Anna's watching. Okay, you watching the Tottenham match on your own? Yeah, I don't blame you. Still, that can't be watched in the presence of anyone. It's a bit of a it's a bit of a stinky one, isn't it? Redirects. Redirects. Speaking of Amos, here's a pick to win the 100. Yeah. They'll just pick him to win so he can pose next to the trophy and then not use him again, because that's kind of how that works, isn't it? They got such a problem with making things meaningful nowadays. I don't know what it is, but it's yeah, crazy. Hold on a minute. So what they're telling me is that they won't let me redirect my. Excuse me. They won't let me redirect my own videos. That's disgraceful. That's absolutely disgraceful. WWE, I'm not happy with this. I mean YouTube. Right? I'll just redirect you to night 1 Wrestlemania, and then you can hit the notification bell ready for that. Pretty sure he's actually already won the Andre the Giant. If he has, I don't remember. I don't remember him posing next to that trophy. I remember Jay winning it. I remember somebody else tall winning it. Big Show and all that. Can't remember. They didn't have one last year, did they? I don't think they did. Actually, they did. It was on SmackDown, wasn't it? Didn't Bronson Reed win it last year? Pretty sure he did. I swear he won that on SmackDown. I remember Bobby Lashley winning it. I remember Matt Hardy winning it. I remember Jay winning it. Bronson Reed definitely won it. I'm sure he did. That might have been the last one actually. Let me see if there's any winners. Cesaro, Big Show, Corbin, Rawley, Hardy, Strowman, Jey Uso, Madcap Moss, Bobby Lashley. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, it's Bronson Reed. Thought so. because there wasn't one last year on it. Well, what I mean, it was last year. It was on what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was last year. Uh, fucking hell, man. Brother. This is how you Madcap Mossblood. Madcap Mossblood. That was on SmackDown, wasn't it? Man said Madcap Moss, you know. Hold on a minute. Not in the company, not in the company, not in the company, not in the company. There's only Braun, Jay, and Bronson Reed. 3 out of the 10 winners are still in the company. The rest of them are gone. Listen, basically, don't win that battle. Don't win that battle royal, blood. Don't win it. It's a curse, bruv. It's a curse. You win that, you end up at the company. You end up in AEW in 2 years. Yeah, Zayn. I don't even want to talk about him because I saw him in that the glittery suit, and I think I tell you how bad it was. He was. I like him as well. He was promoting Thingy from Fightful, bruv, Sean Ross Sapp in the wrestling match. Who's a what is he? He's one of the wrestling fans that pretend to be a journalist, isn't it? Brother. Crazy business. Crazy big, but big up Mojo Rawley though. We don't get hype. We stay hype. Woo, woo, woo. You know it, bro. Remember that? The hype bros. We don't get hype. We stay hype. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, man. Come on. You already know who I'm trying to see return. The only one and only, blood. Mizdow, blood. That's all I care. Bring back Mizdow, bro. I'll be happy. Bring back Page 2, blood. Trust me. Bring back Page, blood. You know what Mojo Rawley was? He was people loved him, innit? Like people back, like not on in terms of all of the fans, but people backstage, like all the wrestlers seem to love Mojo Rawley. And every time I watch like WWE Breaking Ground or Tough Enough or one of the Diva shows, he was always about. He was always about. Anyway, that's the end of this show. I've already done longer than I needed to go. Yeah, run me Page and AJ back. I'm here for it, man. Hold on, I just want to say something as well. Um, when it comes to AJ, the hell's going on with AJ's abs, blood? Brother, what kind of ab workouts has she been doing? When I first saw it on what's it called? Glow. It was a Glow on Netflix when she was part of that. I saw her abs and that. I'm like, okay, you worked out for the TV show. I saw a picture of her the other day coming out of the shop, bruv. 24, yo, it's coming out of 7-Eleven and that. Abbed up. Finn Balor type abs. Just abbed up. Hey, I ain't gonna diss you in it, but I'm just gonna say, maybe you wanna have a word with your husband and get him looking, you know what I mean? Because CM Punk looks a bit feeble to me, blood. Even when I watched him on that Celtic Warrior workout, I was worried about his doubts and that. They looked like they were gonna snap. I ain't gonna lie, bruv. Nah, Morris is the thing is you're not understanding. She's been looking like this, bro. That's my point. It ain't about training so hard. She's been looking like this, bro. But let me tell you, I'll tell you exactly when it was. Women of Wrestling. And I'll tell you when I first saw it. Because this is crazy, bro. Because ain't nobody training to get back in the ring for 2 years. I know that much. All right, where is it? Okay, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Yeah, I changed my mind. It's just me. It's changed my mind. I changed my mind. Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. No, 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 no. She was. I swear to God, we're wrong, bro. I just googled a picture of her in the WWE, and she got the same abs. So I just didn't realize. I don't know how I didn't. Maybe I was looking at her face, bro. I weren't really focused on that. She was already abbed up. I didn't know this. How did I not focus on this before? That's because I was looking at something else. Even I'm watching her in the ring when she fought Paige, sitting down after she lost the title, brother. I'm gonna get the image up for you now, just to show you, bro. Get rid of that. I don't know how I missed this, bro. Oh, don't do that. I hate when they do that web view thing. Oh, you pussies, blood. Let me. Ah, just let me take the photo, bro. Abd up, not ganged up. You know what I'm saying, blood? Okay, they're doing that madness, bro, where they try and download it, just the web, whatever, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, she's abd up, bro. Brother, I don't know. I ain't noticed that when she was out here snogging Dolph Ziggler and them man there, blood. Yeah, I got this picture. I'm gonna have to zoom in on it though, blood. Oh my god, they won't let me get any of them. I'm gonna share the screen. That's what I'm gonna do. Don't be looking at my Google search though, because I could have been looking at other stuff. Yeah, I'm saying, blood. I'm a man of culture, blood. You lot can see this, innit? Let me get it bigger on the screen, blood. Uh, Let me get it. Yeah, she been abd up still. Look at that. Look at her abs. yo, this is the small picture. Look at her abs. Abd up, bruv. Yeah, right now. I didn't know she was. I didn't know she was looking all Abby like that. Yo, we might have to change the name to Abigail Blood. You get me? I didn't know she was. Yeah. Yeah, like AJ and that. What? Nah. They put me on some dodgy website, blood. This ain't my history, blood. This ain't my history, blood. Let me see. Yeah. We were tripping. She's been abd up still. She's been abd up. She had the weak abs for a little piece with Dolph, but I just saw her on the thing with Paige and it on the floor. I don't know where it's gone. She was like crying, and yeah, Abigail was activated. But that's the truth, blood. Hey man, maybe I did miss something. It just show. I tell you that it shows one thing, innit? When AJ was around, I must have been in perv mode blood, because I don't remember any of them abs, blood. I don't I don't remember any of that, blood. I just old type AJ and that. Yeah, right, Pfizer. But anyway, big up to everyone in the chat. Love for the love. It's Friday again. It's Friday tomorrow, which means I'll be back tomorrow, man. I'll be back. Because I said I'm doing a video every day, so I'll be doing a video every day. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be the watch along in it for the because it's Friday for the WrestleMania match. So we'll do that. WWE Vault. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll do a thumbnail. I'll do it as a I don't know, man, mystery watch along, mystery WrestleMania watch along, and then when you lot come on the channel and everyone's loaded up and stuff like that, we'll go onto the WWE Vault. We'll get the YouTube thingies up, or we'll do the spinning wheel, and then we can pick which WrestleMania to do a watch along from, and then we'll just do a watch along there and chill. And if a couple of the homies around, I'll get them to jump on and just chill and do that. But until then, yeah. You already know the deal, man. It should be cold still. Also, head over to you're already on Savage Thoughts Wrestling now, so this video's up and running now. I put it up about while we've been on stream. So you just head over there, give it a like. It's not a long video, it's about 5 minutes. Don't be a pagan, like that. I won't be reacting to the WrestleMania stage. Unless if they put a clip on Twitter where I won't get copyright claimed, then yeah, maybe. But otherwise, from that, I'm trying to. My channel's been shadow banned for 2 years, so I'm trying to be a good guy and not have any other strikes or anything like that on the channel. That's the only way to see me to get out of that. But until then, man, I've been your boy. Comment, like, subscribe, and share.